Picture this, you have been doing everything you were told to do. Every payday, you have saved part of your wages, let's say around $100 per month and $250 the following month. It might feel good, like you are finally getting your act together. Then one day, when you check the numbers, you've got $10,000 sitting in that saving account, earning around the 0.5% interest. Now, let's do the math. If you calculate it correctly, that's about $50 a year. Just $50. Can you see that? For a whole year of discipline. Meanwhile, everyone online is banging on about index fund, compound growth, investing this, investing that. And you start wondering if you have been getting this money discipline of a thing in a wrong way. Here's the honest answer. Saving money is good. It is just not the same job as building wealth. A lot of people get stuck right here. They know that saving matters, but nobody ever shown them the real difference between saving and investing in a way that didn't feel like gambling. That's what this video is all about, because I will tell you the realistic step-by-step way to make that jump without needing to be a finance expert or risking money you can't afford to lose. I'm damnless. If you got money sitting in a savings and you are not sure what to do with it, this one is for you. Subscribe to this channel, as I will be giving you the best financial advice and tips you cannot study in school. So before we start, this is general education and it is not personal financial advice for you. Make sure you always check your own numbers or speak to a professional before making any big moves. Here's the part that might sting a little, because saving money on its own will never make you more money, and that's not how to be wealthy. Saving is not wrong, it's just stage one, not the finish line. Saving will protect your money while investment will grow it. Can you see that? They do different jobs. Now, let's put real numbers into this. Let's say you put $10,000 into a savings account that is earning 1%. After a year, that should generate about $10,100. Fine, that's nothing to write home about, but it's still fine. Now, compare that to investing into the stock market, which could average around 10% a year over a long period of time. That same $10,000 at 10% will give you $11,000 after 1 year. That is not massive gap yet, but stretch it out to 20 years. When your savings at 1% turns into roughly $12,200 in 20 years, and when invested at 10%, that same starting amount will generate roughly $67,000. Now, look at it. Here is the real insight that most people miss. The biggest wealth gap isn't between people who save and people who spend. It is between people who save and people who actually take the leap into investing. So why don't more people take the leap? It is not the maths, it is the psychology, which means the mindset of leaving your money for a long period of time to work for you. Saving feels safe because you can watch the number sit there, not moving, but investment move sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes both in the same week. And that emotional roller coaster is enough to scare people away from investing. If you are thinking that you don't want to lose your money, that's completely fair and it is understandable. But with time, you will grow into investing without fear. Here is the path to navigate from saving to investing. Before a single money goes into investing, get 3 to 6 months of living costs saved in a cash. This money isn't for opportunities or investing, it is for unforeseen circumstances. Things like losing your job, medical or automobile, which are the biggest reasons that make people panic to sell their investment just because they needed that money sooner than they have planned. So that is why an emergency fund exists, just to protect your investment from such circumstances. Think of it as two separate pots. Pot one is safety money. It doesn't move, it doesn't fluctuate, it's just there. While pot two is growth money. It's allowed to go up and down because its job is to grow over the years and not to stay flat. Just making this mental split will take away huge amount of worry, because you will stop checking your growth money. It won't be as the same panic you would use to check an emergency fund. A lot of beginners will assume investment needs huge amounts of money to be worth doing. The truth is that it doesn't need so much money to start. Most platforms today will let you start with as low as $50 or $100. So at this stage, the goal isn't a big return, but it is building the habit of investing regularly, because being consistent is better than waiting for the perfect time. This is where a lot of beginners fail woefully. They will jump straight into day trading options or chasing whatever coin is trending that week. But in reality, the boring stuff usually wins. Index funds are a good example. Instead of trying to pick individual winning companies, you will spread your fund across hundreds of companies at once. By doing so, it means lower risk and also building diversification with steady long-term growth. It might be boring, but that is exactly what long-term investors have been doing, because it takes away the guessing work and it is safe. Here is an example: investing $300 a month at an average of 8% annual return. After 25 years, you would land a roughly $285,000. Here is the part that surprised people. Your actual money invested is $98,000, while the remaining $195,000 is from growth, or let me say interest from your investment. It means your $90,000 is doing the work for you over the years. Even if you understand the maths, investing still feels uncomfortable at the start. Markets will dip, headline will get dramatic, and when all of this happen, it's easy to panic. This is exactly where discipline separates people who build wealth from people who end up gambling with their money. Picture this way: saving money is like keeping seed in a container where they are safe but nothing will ever grow, while investing is like planting those same seed into a soil. At first, it just look like a debt, nothing seems to be happening, but give it time, it will turn into something bigger than what you started with. So what happens if you start investing and the market crashes? Honestly, that's normal. Market have dropped many times throughout history and it has always recovered every time. Here is the part that beginners don't expect. If you are investing consistently, a downturn actually works in your favor, because your monthly contribution buys more shares while prices are lower, which tends to boost your return once things recover. This is exactly why experienced investors don't panic during these down moments. They are thinking in future, not in present. Saving gives you stability, while investing gives you freedom. Combine both and that's where real financial progress starts. If this video helped you to see the proper path from saving to investing, hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. If you have any question about what we discussed today, drop it in the comment section. I will reply as soon as possible. Saving will never make you wealthy. Investment does. See you in the next one.